Greetings, Star Seed. Greetings, light workers. And greetings to all who scan daily and throughout the day, that we may make adjustments so that we always show up as our best and as our God self. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily oracle reading for April the 24th, Friday, 2020. The cards have been shuffled, they have been prayed upon. Ancestors have been asked to help us. Our spirit guides have been called for assistance. The Holy Spirit, through me, as me, has been asked for instruction. Through breath, I release these cards and I ask that the message be clear, concise, encouraging, and inspirational. Well, the first card for the day is guilt. And this is the energy we will be working within. And the guilt card says that I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Well, what we know is there are two kinds of guilt. There is healthy guilt and there is unhealthy guilt. And healthy guilt allows us to correct. It's a portion or a place within our conscious that allows us to move properly, to reassess our movements for the day, for the moment, as we interact with other souls, that we may always bring to the table our best self. And it's put in place just as a meter so that we may walk always as our God self. And we all know we fall. And that allows us to get up, brush ourselves off, autocorrect anything we may have done that was harmful, so that we may move on another day. It is not to be held and nursed. That's where unhealthy guilt comes in. That's the guilt that keeps pulling on you, telling you you're wrong. Well, yes, we will be wrong in some of our decisions, but we are never wrong in our being. So, as you scan throughout the day, your emotions and how you feel about the way you're moving, if it is something you have already addressed, then it is now being nurtured, and those guilt feelings are to be released. So that's what the energy of the day is about. And the card that represents what we have to use based on our experiences and what Spirit is calling for us to understand is the Druid. And the Druid asks us to hold a space. Don't make any erratic decisions. To hold a space in love, that guidance will come. And whatever is unclear will become clear. And we are grateful for the Druid, because there are some times that we just do because we don't know. And that's never good. So the message from the Druid is that we hold things together and don't make any sudden moves or changes. We stand strong and know that you are where you're supposed to be. If you're wondering what to do next, or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to the state of trust. So, after we have cleaned up our side of the street and we recognize the things that we have done that weren't from our highest thought process, and we recognize places where amends need to be made, and we do so, It's time to stand. And that does not mean be inactive, but come from a knowing place that you will be guided. And that's not always in our time because, we live in a microwave world. We want it now, yesterday, and what you doing? Where you at? Why you not here? Spirit doesn't move like that. So trust that things are unfolding exactly the way they should. Moving forward to the chakra energy for today, and that is instinct. So once again, we're being reinforced to hold a space of knowing, to hold a space that if we don't know, we have tools that will allow us to go in and find out what it is we're being asked to do and or not do. And that does not mean run frantically from one person to the next asking what their opinions are of your life and your decisions, because that's the best way to remain confused. Now, not to say we don't have one or two people who have always had our best interests at heart that will support us, and that's good. One person who supports you is good, because ultimately the decisions that need to be made are decisions that we need to make for our own soul's journey, and no other person outside of self can tell you what is right for you. So I'm hoping you guys are liking this new way of presenting the messages, where the cards are shuffled and spread and prayed upon before I interact with you all on this vlog, because the old way often had me ramble a lot longer, and I don't know about you, but I typically don't have 20 minutes to listen to somebody ramble. So this has allowed things to be a little bit more concise, because I'm not spending 7 of the 20 minutes shuffling. And so I give thanks for that, and I hope you are appreciating the way the things are flowing now. So moving forward to our last and final card for the reading for today, from the Course of Miracles and our souls of the Course of Miracles, and that is the Daily Miracle. And what it is saying is, I place the future in the hands of God. Couldn't be more sweet, more simple. A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. Okay, well, as we walk today and navigate through guilt, recognizing, analyzing, and separating the good that causes us to act from a higher perspective, opposed to the guilt that is gnawing at us and does not help us to move our inner world in a positive way, that we now take that time and release that guilt. Pray on it. We thank you for what you initially did that was good, and we now recognize that you are no longer of use to me, and let it go. That we hold the space for what's next, that we go within and stay prayed up, and recognize that all our choices are not necessarily made by us. Now, on one level, yes, they're made, we make the choices. But on another level, when things are hard and we are not quite understanding, we go into a higher calling and we ask for guidance. And through time and meditation and prayer, answers are given to us. and so that we are never alone and we don't have to make the hard choices by ourselves. And for that, we are grateful. Yes. So guilt isn't a bad thing. It is one of the things that helps us to move forward and move forward without baggage. So, hold a space for the next direction. Hold a space for trust to blossom. Hold a space for fortifying your inner knowing. Meanwhile, being grateful that the decisions are being made daily by a loving God, and all you are asked to do is be patient, be alert, and be available for guidance. So this is the message for Friday, April 24th. Make the best choices. You don't have to jump into anything. And if it doesn't feel right, sit until it does. Ask for guidance. The Holy Spirit, through me, through you, is always working because we are one with God. Our spirit guides are always available for the asking. Our ancestors have trekked this road and given us a DNA to win. We wake another day with breath and the knowing that things are exactly how they should be. So find this place and a space to remain in gratitude as you walk this day. Thank you for listening. As always, be safe, be well, and namaste. The choices are always ours. Make choices from the highest place. Ashe.